come. What is up? What is up? But not that many people there, and that's all right. How's it going? How's it going? Say hello in chat if you're here, and let me know what is up. How are things? Today we are just streaming and doing little chit
Let me know
chat,
what is up.
and we will draw something. So let me know what is happening. Say hello in the chat. Say hello in the chat. We'll draw something. And what are we painting today? I had some ideas in mind. There was some Instagram post that I wanted to make, so we're gonna paint that. We can paint other stuff as well. Let's see how it goes. The first concept I was looking at was this legit this. This is a reference I'm working with. This Pinterest. If you haven't seen Pinterest before, but yeah, let's get started. Let me just switch on the iPad. Oh, it won't recognize me without this. Now that I can draw with that, but yeah. All right. So that's what I'm looking at, and let's get started. Whenever you're there, JK was there. I don't know if you're back online, JK. Say hi if you're back online. How are things? So I was just sketching around, and we're gonna continue doing that. I don't know where do I want this to end? What is the conclusion of this? Hello, Vishal. How's it going, Vishal? How is it going? How are things? Were you not? You were not there, Vishal, right? You were not able to join us in the last members only Zoom call. We did a members only Zoom call. I thought you would be there. I guess you were busy. Next time we should we do that, like probably announce that earlier so we can see more participation. Just cleaning up some outlines. This is the base rough drawing. I don't know what additional things I want. What am I imagining this environment to be? What could it be? What we could do is just put a sense of scale. Like lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of them. And at distance, like there can be more. What is up, Kajal? How's it going, Kajal? Just doing some illustrations. I don't know, painting, digital painting, digital illustrations, whatever you want to call it, on Procreate. Just doing some experiments and chit-chatting with you all. Whatever it is that you want to talk about. Design, life, career. It's an interesting thing. I use Lotus as a motif in my work a lot. I don't know if you've seen on Instagram. It means different things to me. And the funny thing is that I don't see it as political symbol because I don't know of any lotus that is orange in color. JK is there. Stuck between things, Vishal. I hope everything is okay. Work has been hectic for everyone lately. Things are coming back to normal. JK, how are things going? Yeah, how is your work going? I mean the work when it comes to the growth school workshops and everything. How is that work happening? And if any of you don't know, I'm using this software called Procreate on iPad Pro. If any of you're joining for the first time, make sure you hit that like button and make sure you're subscribed. Hello, Manish Reddy. How is it going? Um, Upala Sahit. Yes. Hola. How's it going? How's it going? Yeah. How are things? Thank you for joining on a weekday for chill scenes. I got this new brush pack. I haven't till date bought anything other than I think I bought color palettes from Gulshire, right? And I bought for the first time watercolor brushes because I couldn't figure out how to do them, and they're pretty decent. I only use one, two of them, but that's what I expect. Work is great, Kajal. Nice. Rohit, nice to see you here, Rohit. Sab changa si. Awesome, awesome. Hit that like button. We don't see enough likes happening right now. Then they ain't enough likes, folks. That's not how we can run the show. We need more likes. More likes. So if you look at the reference, I'm gonna take some color references from my reference. This is the reference again. If you've not seen it earlier, this is the photograph. I like that vein and glow thing, but I don't know if we can do that here. We'll see. I'll get started first. So there's a lot of white I can leave in there. Um, so probably I should use the hotter pink. Yeah, about that. Maybe even lighter. Hmm. I think we need something more hot. This is still. We gotta go there only, I guess. Then yeah, that is closer. Then want to use something that bright. I mean that magenta-ish. But we can fix that later as we progress. So I'll keep looking into my reference and you know keep adding strokes so I don't have to think a lot. References help a lot in art. Of course, you make things your own. Amar is here. Hello, Amar. How are things going? Yeah, how are things going? Thanks for joining in during a weekday. Just painting around. Just painting. Gonna add something from my side over there. And yep. Gonna leave some white spaces in between. That looks good enough. Can leave some streaks here and there. Some patches around. Yeah. That looks about right. This is completely colored. Not too worried about shapes either right now. With calligraphy, do try. Yeah, we can try. It's not bad. Yeah, I can imagine why they work great. These overlaps, I don't know how I'm gonna work with though. Now I'm getting distracted. See, thanks for that. They do work great. Very interesting. The main part, the word I didn't write properly. Yeah. Now it will show up in the history. I'll have to edit that when I make the thing for Instagram. But yeah, hit that like button if you haven't. And if you're new here, make sure you're subscribed. Now let's get some other values in there. Probably gonna do the hot areas first. First let's decide our light source. Quickly gonna go here. And I guess our light source should come from maybe we decide with a diffuse light source somewhere around here. Yeah, that looks about right. That may work. Gonna add some colors for this one as well. Let's try some flat character illustration next time. Yeah, we can do that. We can do that. There's a high chance, there's a high probability I feel like abandoning this painting in between. for now and come back to it later, in which case we may switch around and do that instead to change the mood. That often happens. I don't like the brightness of that. Though against that pink, that may work, but I don't know. I just want something more bluish in tint. Or maybe we can do blue as a base and, in places where it's really, really dark. So it adds up. Yeah, I like that idea. I like that idea. I really like that idea. Any of you paint? I always ask that question. Always fascinates me, like, what brings you to watch something like this? You know, what is it? What is it, chat? What's the secret? Not too worried about strokes right now. All of this is gonna be part of the character. Don't want this stem too much here. Maybe this is better. Alright, we have something going on for sure. Hmm. Did I make it sound like Minecraft villagers? All the Minecraft channels, for their videos, they use so many Minecraft sounds. It was fascinating. Hmm. There's something called villager news. If any of you play Minecraft or have seen people doing Minecraft streams, especially now that Carrie Minati is like streaming it, so it's becoming even more popular. So check that out as well. Villager news is damn funny. Jay says, "I love art. Doesn't matter if it's digital painting or sketching." That's nice, Jay. That's nice. I too love art, whatever kind it is. Need something like that. Yeah, yeah. Something more bluish. I wanted. If the color is not there, we're gonna find it here. Mm, I'm looking at something like that. Yeah, something like this. Something like that. Yes, 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 yes. That is what I'm looking at. I think, as you can see, there are these highlights here, right? So I want to depict those. So for that, I have to change the strategy a little and leave some more part out on the top of these things. So if there's a turn twist here, we need an immediate twist here, and so this would be dark. And we can do similar effects here. This side we're gonna lose detail. Lose them deets. Lose them deets. Yeah, we can keep a little bit of that. And the same thing maybe here. Wish I could turn around. I'm so tempted. Now I have. This is my second attempt at streaming art. And even after the first stream, I have so much respect for people who stream art. Because you're so used to rotating the canvas is. This is the only way I can rotate. But rotating canvas is like physically so much part of art. So you don't have to extend your fingers to a place where, you know, you don't have as much um, catch or catch? No, as much control. Because when you extend the finger, right, you lose some part of the control. Here we're just gonna fill up patchily. Almost merging it in. And in the center, we're gonna keep the shapes, keep some definition. Yeah, for first wash, that's not bad. But we need a little more color. And I think here we need that blend happening. And because we have a light source over there, can do a highlight. Now this may seem very neon to some of you, but that's gonna merge in. We're gonna blend that in, and it's gonna help that highlight sort of feeling, you know. And there the neon-ishkness of it is gone. And there I have something that I like much better. Why does thumbnail say midnight OP? That's true. It should not say midnight OP. That is very true. My bad. I think I just used a template, and the template had midnight OP and I did not think much about it. I'll remove that later, Kajal. That's legitimate. That's a legitimate question. The new midnight. I'm old now. It's the new midnight. With the second color, we start to define shapes a little better. You know, so they start coming across. A little bit here as well. This will override. How does this? I want to do dark tones a little bit. That's Majnu Bhai level painting. मजनू भाई कौन है भाई? मजनू भाई कौन है? ये मजनू मजनू क्या है? Hello Dhananjay, how are you doing? Yeah. One more color we need in there is this nice and pretty yellow in the center. Little bit of that in there. Yeah. Now we have colors in place. So I can start to put some highlights. No, that's not a highlight. Let's get a nice highlight and change our brush. I don't know how it's gonna turn out. That's the risky thing about streaming something. I may screw up this painting royally, unrescuably. And then we make a mini clip. You know, I should be bragging right now then. Oh, this is gonna be the best painting ever. Like, no one can beat this painting. And all that jazz. So the mini clip is more appropriate. I hope we won't reach the mini clip stage. Hopefully you won't need it. You know. Thankfully this one is giving me a little bit idea of how this may turn out. And I can start making adjustments on this one. Since light is coming from here, should have highlighted the other way, but fine. Let's see it without outlines first. Be ready to see nonsense. Oh, that was not it. There you go. Complete and utter nonsense without outlines. But that's not a worry. That's not a worry. You never watch Welcome मजनू ओपी नहीं यार. वेलकम नहीं देखा मैंने कभी. ज़िंदगी में टाइम नहीं मिलता ये सब चीज़ें करने का ना. क्या ही करें. क्या करें, क्या किया जाए. I may remember some scene watching it in the Only Desi's review. How many of you know that channel, by the way, Only Desi? I mean, come on, he has like million sub or something. Pretty sure everybody knows, but just asking, like, any Only Desi fans here? Only Desi and Only fans is so close to each other. It's damn funny. If you haven't seen Only Desi and you like what was that Whispers thingy? Whisper and Karan Gills? Honest movie reviews? Yeah. If you like that kind of stuff, then you're gonna like this. You're gonna like it. I think you will like it. That's a good blending color. And now I need some before the dark tones though. I need better definition on the leaves. I'm not happy with the leaves. So let's get back to them a little bit. I'll come back later and blend them back in. Not, I think I should do that first before or maybe we can come back to the details. Yeah, we should follow the principles and come back to the deets, not mess with the deets. RN, you know. Get the overall thing right first. Just like UI. So trying to add some detail that I think should be relevant. Yeah, that might be a little better. High brightness. Maybe I can. Oh damn no. Hey, what's up? Digital painting today. Yes. Does UX designer need drawing? No. मानस अरे एक तो ये प्रॉब्लम भी है यार कुछ कर नहीं सकते और चैनल पे भी विल थिंक दैट्स व्हाट यू हैव टू डू यू डोंट हैव टू प्ले माइनक्राफ्ट यू डोंट हैव टू प्ले चेस यू डोंट हैव टू know how to paint or how to code to become UX designer. No, Manish. Hello, Akash. How's it going? I never heard. Only Desi OP. Yes, yes. Only Desi is amazing. Jay, you should check it out. Yeah, you will die laughing. Only Desi is amazing. My favorite one of his his acts that keep repeating is Bhabi. It's damn funny. 18 plus reference since many. Actually, most adults only watch it according to YouTube at least. But you all could be lying, you know. I don't trust. I don't trust it. Let's add some dark tones first, or should we do blending first a little bit? I think we should do blend. No, overall from overall to zoom in. Yes, so let's do dark tones first. This is too light for this sort of work. I need something like nah, too light. Yeah, we need something like that. And there we go. Sorry, at times my mind really drifts off into what I'm doing, especially at the corners, so I stop talking. But that's a great practice to keep talking, to continue to talk and be able to stream, chat with you, and while paint. That's some practice I need. I don't mind that sort of practice. Some people are able to do it for hours. I don't know how they sit for these many hours. Like, I would just get restless. I was gonna do this stream last night, but then I slept off. I passed out. Damn tired. And if you haven't, check out the new reel on Instagram. Let me know if you like that sort of content and if you wanna see more of it. Funny thing is, like, reels were doing pretty fine on Instagram for me. Till this is probably the kind of content that did well on TikTok as well. But there were lessons I applied that I thought I would I worked on. Then I got some feedback from some non-TikTok creators, but good creators, those who do create for other platforms, about how that looks or how I could adjust that. So I adjusted it with YouTube aesthetics, and now the reel is not working as much. It doesn't even have like 5K views, you know. So I think I should go back to what I learned on TikTok. Like, even if your face is not occupying majority of the space, but your full body is visible, that does way better than you know just putting your face out there. Dressing up works. Good lighting works for anything, but like, one wouldn't think, like, if the content is good, whether you're dressed up or not shouldn't matter, but it does. It for sure does. I mean, check out the reels on my profile and you will know what I'm talking about. See the number of views on them. And it's crazy. It's crazy. Unexplainable. At least I can't, other than that, I can't explain it. There's no other way. There is no other explanation. Akash, how is it going? I think I said yes. Yes, I'm saying. I think I said hello before. Now, what I want to do is add some real contrast to you know, to the thing. And then we're gonna switch off these layers and see what we can do. Actually, we should switch them off the outline right now and see where we are at. I like that. I like what I see so far. And have you been to art college? And there we have some better definition. And we're gonna blend those outlines in and see the, you know, painting emerge a little better than it is right now. Okay, let's get. I hate this water blender. It's not that. It's not what I thought it would be. It's not a great water blender, but it does the job. Why is it not switching? That's not how this water blender is supposed to work. It's not even blending. It's like it didn't even. Yeah, now it's blending. No, it's basically a blur thingy. But I guess that works for our purposes. Hello, I'm late. Hello, Shriya. How's it going? Yeah, not too late either. Kinda late. That's the beauty of art streams. It don't matter when you join in. Hopefully they are fun to watch. And especially in these kind of art stream where I'm doing something experimental, maybe, you saw that, like, this is why I don't like this brush at all, like that white area that it introduced, totally unnecessary. I think instead of using that sort of blender, we should just go back to this brush and try to overpaint it. Yeah, that may work better, you know. That may work so much. But then I have to blend the entire thing all over again. I don't know. I'm not a big fan. Maybe now we can try water blender because there are not as many white areas. How long does it take to understand the brushes? How how do you stream iPad screen? Is it Thunderbolt? No, it is I mean, it's Thunderbolt interface. I'm pretty sure, but it uses USB-C. So the default thing that came with iPad, the wire that came with the charger works to connect to Mac. And on Macs, you can use QuickTime to capture the screen. And then I use OBS to capture QuickTime. So there's most likely a delay, like a lag. But for painting, it don't matter because we're not doing anything real time. I noticed that lag when I was doing like Among Us streams. There was a tiny bit of lag because in Among Us, but it's not an action game, so that also like functionally it just it's not there unless you notice it. See those artifacts. That's why I don't like this brush as much. Just muddies the water for no reason. Nah, we're gonna come back to that and do the treatment later. I'm glad you like my blending skills, Shreya. I don't like them much. Having to use a actual blender will horrify my former classmates as well in arts college. But hey, now that I'm out of it, I don't have to subscribe to each and every dogma they have. You know, independent thinking and shit. So you can see the definition is coming together better. Now what we gotta do is work on these leaves way more, way more. So they are proportionately getting developed, and we need some dark tones in this area as well. This. So gonna look at that. Let's switch to first. Let's add some dark tones on this, and where it get back our outline, so we are easily able to see them. Yeah, here I may you want to use that blender, but again I'm super scared of that blender and what it does. Like, it's not the most effective tool. Like this, I'm much better fan of this natural blending that is emerging here. Then, and that gives more character as well. And then the blending tool, what a blending tool gives us basically. Let's switch out those outlines and see. Yeah, like these much better than. Arts college has a lot of stuff to learn, like teach. But I don't know if I've spoken about it in my last streams, but you mostly learn from your peers and your seniors rather than teachers. Very few teachers were actually interested in teaching us. And there were some damn good teachers whom I remember, but most of them were there because they didn't plan it properly. Honestly speaking, I don't want to be harsh, but that's the truth. That's what it felt like. And there we have things a little better, but I want to add a little more dark tones here and maybe a little more blending. We definitely need more blending. So what I'm going to do is pick this one up. Pick a color that can help us blend. Yep. And take a go at it. So in art colleges and all, you learn that you prefer blending by layering instead of blending by brute force, like using a blender, etc. And that has its merits, like the texture that emerges. Something is happening to my iPad. The texture that emerges is like remarkable, is irreplicable. That's what gives painting the painting feel, right? Otherwise, one could use a fill and fill all the areas appropriately, and then it becomes an illustration style rather than a digital painting. So there's an important distinction, like, you're not gonna enjoy brush strokes or talk about brush strokes as much when it comes to illustrations unless you're going for that sort of style. And there also you will procedurally generate it, using some effect in using some effect in Illustrator or Photoshop. Photoshop one could still maybe count as, like, if you use brushes, etc., maybe as digital painting still. That's where OG digital painting comes from. But yeah, illustrations has very different sense and sensibilities than digital painting does. Hello, Anjor. Hello, Hardik. How are things? Yeah. How long does it take to understand brushes? Shreya is asking. So Shreya, you pick your favorites. It's a little awkward in the beginning because the things you'll know from, like, physical art may not apply so directly to this platform. Like, there's some benefits, like you don't have to refill color ever, practically. It's infinite color. No washing of brushes, no changing, like, manually changing, picking a brush. Oh, I don't have that particular size of brush. So, all that jazz that we do in art thingy. But the awkward thing is that brushes are not that obvious. Because you will realize there's a lot of physical cues we take when it comes to handling brushes and art material, to make sense of it. And that's not available anymore when you are on iPad. So you use some things are like, which are well mimicked, like pressure, etc. But like when you use charcoal, it has a different feeling on paper than when you use something like I don't know, something like oil pastels, or something like dry pastels or chalk pastel. That those are completely different feelings, right? And tactile feedback. So that tactile feedback is missing. So you have to start looking for other cues, right, and visual cues instead of that, on which your brain gets trained eventually. I guess depends on how much you paint, how fast that process takes place. If you paint a lot, then it's gonna happen faster. I guess maximum, if you paint a lot, like let's say every day, then maybe couple of weeks, 2-3 weeks. If you paint like once in a month, then maybe 6 months. It depends on like how well aware you are of how painting and other instruments work. Like, I'm completely having to relearn how watercolors work because I have so many ways to make this look amazing in my head, but I'm not yet able to translate that into like actual thing on the iPad paper. Such high IQ, huh? And some patches here, some patches here to blend those things in. Definitely need patches here and here. Need to darken up and soften these areas. Need some light patches here. And some dark patches coming from there to complete the blending feel. See, that layering is what does it. Layering is what blends. Def needs some depth here. And as we zoom out, we have much better painting emerging. Need some dirty green in there. No, maybe not dirty green. Maybe need We need some yellow. No, we what do we need? What do we need on the leaves? Let's just see. We need more blue in the leaves. I think they should blend in better. Let's put some blue in there. Yeah, we definitely need that in there. And there we go, blending away. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing at all, but like it's gonna add up. This is what needs most of the blending, I guess. What is chat saying? Hey King, I'm doing BDes in UX design. The nuclear gamer. Hello, hello nuclear gamer. That is nice. Where are you doing the bachelor's in design from? Where is it? What college? What are you studying there? How are things going for you? Haven't seen you around before, nuclear gamer. Are you new to the channel? First time, recent discovery? Let us know. Akash says, how about pentab? What is pentab? And then hello king, where is the light source in the painting? This is the light source in the painting. Right now it's diffuse light source, so I'm not really thinking about light sources, but probably I should. I think that's a good idea. That's the highlights I need. You were right. This is the light source thingy right here, but I haven't used it a lot because I was thinking of it as diffuse light. But I guess we gotta add some of that stuff as well. These are the peaks where you will see some of that happening. Yep. And maybe here a little, here a little. Yeah, that sounds about right. Then I'm gonna pick the color right next to it and start blending it in. That's a good one. That's a good reminder, Nishal. Do you paint Nishal? Up in the corner, yep. Roshan asking for Roshni. Good one. Roshan asking for Roshni. That reminds me of that Raju Srivastav joke. How does he start? Like, Mr. ये आए थे, Mr. वो भी थी. Then he goes to Mr. Chadda आए थे, Mr. And then it just implied he never says it. That's how they did comedy back then. I mean, we're going back there soon, but yeah. Enjoy while it lost. Right now, TV, like the Netflix TV, has a lot of liberty that probably like the mainstream TV never did. So they are experimenting a lot. They're like the kind of content that would have never got approved for prime time. So don't know how long that lasts. You know, check it out, enjoy it while it does. IDC IIT Bombay. That is nice, yeah. Is it good experience so far for you? Are you doing remote classes or like are you actually there? Should tell us more about your experience over there. What can we learn? What is it that we can learn? Yes, I am new here. One of my batchmates suggested your channel. We have subject for digital art in second semester. That is very interesting. In design, they're gonna talk about digital art. That is very fascinating indeed. What they gonna talk? Yeah, I'm curious. And there's a lot of common factors you can learn from artists. And I'm legit have made a reel. I've recorded a reel that will come up soon about that. But one questions like, why do colleges teach it, or what do they want to teach it from? I wonder. I would love to know. Yeah, sometimes I do paint. Done some on paper painting during my MFA. Oh, you did MFA. Yeah, then you're saying like I do it sometimes. How humble, Nishal. Masters in like fine arts. Yeah, I paint sometimes. Very humble. Watercolor painting used to be my favorite on paper. It was my favorite thing ever. Like watercolor and me went together. Like everybody in my college knew that this guy is only gonna do like watercolor. Exams, watercolor. This thing, watercolor. Everything, watercolor. It was just like my obsession in college. I was doing BFA, by the way. So, I mean, my college people will disown me totally after seeing this live stream. But I haven't kept up with the practice and everything that they have, right? So, whatever it is that I have, gotta make do with that and continue the streak. There's a little bit better definition, but I'm not happy with this, how this is turning out to be. Maybe we need some highlights here. The light source is completely wrecked here. Yeah, we need better blending here. Need loss of detail. It's not lossy. That seems a tad bit better. I think we're going in the right direction. I don't know if I did the wrong thing by bringing that back in, but this is much more blendable for sure. And there we go. Blended right back in. Don't worry, we don't disown you. Thank you, yeah. Thank you, Nishal. Means a lot. Just got Shift Nudge Interaction Design course. Any thought? Shift Nudge Interaction Design. I haven't heard of that. Yeah. Haven't heard of that at all. That doesn't mean it's bad or good. Just haven't heard. You know, like, I'm not happy with the leaves at all. But what do we do other than blending more deets in? What more information we could give about the surface? Let's look at, like, I'm not following the thing at all now, but let's look at the reference. They are way too dark here, and the whites are very pronounced. So probably we can take that approach. I think we need that, and I can totally notice the screen that I see and the screen that you see. The color are very different. Like the darks are not dark there at all, at all. So that makes me believe I need to go like further, add dark tones. And I know that I tend to add less dark tones when painting. That is one of the issues that I suffered from in college as well, and got a lot of whack from my painting teacher. Where are the dark tones in your painting, Siddharth? You don't have shadows in your paintings. So let's add shadows. This is not black, by the way. This is deep purple kind of thing. But we gotta add dark tones. Ain't gonna work without dark tones, because right now leaves and dark tones are too close to each other. And if there are no dark tones, then the leaves will not feel like mid tones, then that feeling won't emerge. And if that don't happen, then this painting is flat. So you gotta work on them dark tones. And you never use direct black. I hope I'm not using direct black. No, I'm not using. I selected this purple. Let's use a little lighter version of purple. Yeah, that is much more appropriate. That is more appropriate for sure. And as we add this darkness and contrast to a painting, the other part should automatically jump out. At least that's how theory works. The further apart we go, we can probably let go of the details as much. And I hate watercolors. I love pastels and poster colors. Why do you hate watercolors? Yeah, what have they done to you? So much fun they are. I can totally imagine. Some people in my college also hated watercolors. I love chalk pastels. Chalk pastels are a lot of fun. They can get out of hands literally and figuratively, but they are fun. They're damn fun. Problem is some of these don't look like they are, like they're lotus leaves. They look like they are patches because didn't keep the shape proper. That's an issue I noted in the beginning but didn't do anything about it. And now we are here, you know. Like now correcting the shape of it is gonna leave obvious artifacts. You can't fix drawing issues this late in the painting. But you go with what you have, you know. Hello, Subranil. Hit that like button, folks, if you just joined in. Alright, let's take a look at our overall painting. We definitely need some back shadows here, even though they don't exist like in the reference work. But the reference work has other information to tell that it's 3D. So we'll have to add some sort of differentiation here. It won't work without it, in my opinion. Yeah, slightly better. Slightly better. I'm not happy with the patchiness of either of them. Like the strokes are very different on both of them. So probably we need more lined up strokes here to make them similar. You know. Some improvements are emerging, but do know. Too early to say. like this one. Yeah, that could add some much needed contrast to this leaf. It's a rather dead leaf. Hey, any specific brush that you bought for Procreate that you really like? Yeah, this watercolor one I'm happy with, except the blender. And I'm guessing it's very hard to replicate how water behaves on paper, yeah. I don't know what I was expecting. It's just a smudge tool, you know, with watercolor effects. That don't cut it. Otherwise, the main brushes are damn good. Like, very happy with it. I forgot who it is. What's the name of the person? It was on Etsy or something. Like, I've forgotten the name now. You can look it up and put it on Discord if you want. Yeah, slightly, marginally better. Not entirely happy with it. But hey, fam. We better off than where we started, right? We started here and we here. What do you think? What do you think? I think there can be like a little more information about the dark tones here and the blending is missing here. So we gotta work on this a little. And that needs to blend in. Nishal, do you have like Instagram account or something we can follow? Do you paint and put it out there? I like this color. This is blending in the highlights nicely. Yes. Yes. Why didn't I find this color? Or maybe I did and I kept ignoring it, you know. That's most likely it. I did find it, but my brain kept ignoring it. What? Alright, we have some progress. The last thing I'm gonna do is probably add a little more. Should I add more contrast to them or leave it be like, you know, to the lotuses? We could check like the reference for details. They're like these white lines that I can't areas that I can't really add, but I can mimic those. Should I try to mimic those details or should I add these extreme white highlights? Let's try adding those instead, you know, like extreme white highlights. I know I over optimize on highlights, so speaking of the system I should be developing for myself to fix my paintings should err on the side of adding dark tones here. But I don't know, I'm feeling like, you know, like taking risks today. So let's take some risk. Let's see how that pays off. Why is this stuck here? Why is this stuck? Nah, definitely didn't need more white. I think definitely needs dark tones in these areas, I can imagine. Yep, this was much better decision. This so far it seems like it was. You never know. Can go darker still in some areas. Yes. Yes. Now we're talking. Blend that in a little bit. Increase that size. Too dark. Too It's leaving too much color. It needs something like something lighter. You can decrease the opacity a little bit. I don't like realism, by the way, so I'm not going for something realistic. I'm just going for, you know, something expressive, something that is fun for me to do. Yeah, one could say it's marginally better, but one could also say like it needs ton of improvement and definitely needs more dark tones. And one of the dark tones that I realize is missing to give it proper shape is this thing right here. Mm, great. Switch to eraser. Yeah, slightly better. Let me know what you think. I am not very happy with the outcome. How does it look for you? No, it doesn't look that all that great for you at all. Like this part looks terrible. That part looks terrible. I'm going blind. Not at all ready. It needs to go darker here, not lighter. Alright. I hope that fixes some of the issues at least. Light source issues. Um, yeah, I should flip the canvas to see how this is, if this thing is working or not. Um, Canvas, flip horizontally. It's too tilted. It's tilted. It's tilted on one side. Fam, it's tilted on one side. What am I doing? Shouldn't have resized it. Now it's gonna crap the texture. But hey, we had to rotate it a little bit. I think it needs a little bit work on the what? Why did it flip back? What? Okay, there we go. Finally, it flipped. I think needs a lot more work on the water scene below. All right. Looks better with dark green. Any specific brush set you brought for covered that with dark green? Looks better. Thank you, Vishal. This is looking so satisfying. Thank you so much. If someone wants to see my random painting on Procreate, I post them on Instagram. Prana.design. Nice. Not self promo. Would genuinely love some feedback. Sure. Parna. I don't know how to pronounce your name. I hope I'm not butchering it. Mukul Chaturvedi is here. Hello. Hello, Twisha, after a long time. Yes, though you missed live streams last, highlights little bit uneven. Yeah, highlights are very uneven. You're right. Eye for detail. This is very messy. Like, there's no system to where they are at or why they are where they are. You know, like, that's definitely an issue. But I don't know how much I want to continue working on that. I mean, kind of could. Why not? That's the point of the live stream, right? You do it live. Yeah, so reducing highlights while you go over there. A little more systematic. Yeah, I need to work on water for sure. Increase the brush size and just paint over it. I feel like listening to certain songs right now. I think I was cribbing about this last time as well. Like during music, I need my ragas, I need my folk music, I need all of that behind. That's half my inspiration, you know. And RN, it ain't there. It ain't there. For me, it's like super weird to try and paint without music. Supremely weird. Like my brain is right now like, why are we doing this without like music again? Like, and it's playing songs. Like right now, Neha Baseen's Madhania is going in my head. Neha Baseen did a um, live stream recently. It was so nice to be able to catch her live. And all those songs we could listen to her songs like live as like on YouTube as well. But everybody just wanted like, hey, can you sing this song? Can you sing that song? It was damn nice. Um, then let's hit some song. Yeah, then copyright strike will happen. Yeah, copyright strike will happen. That is why we can't. I still think the loader itself is has some drawing issues and some dark tone issues. I definitely think the dark tones are not enough, but not unhappy as well. Let's take a relook at what we did so far and what time is it. Hey, it's 1 hour almost, or not almost, like more than 1 hour. Let's do a time lapse. Yeah, I was doing something earlier that didn't like that angle didn't work out, and then I did this, and this is where I started streaming. So all of this we did on stream, and this is where we started. Somebody said watercolor painting brushes are damn nice for all of that. So I added light source, added base colors, starting to add details, fill colors, what I thought were dark tones, some blending that I did not like at all. Yuck. That was nice. That was the nice part. That was fun part to paint. I guess we could have just done that bunch of those. Like that would have looked damn striking than this. But yeah, you live, you learn. That's not a bad practice painting session. Painting and classical music is so soothing, like therapy. Totally, Parna, I totally agree. Manish Huda, any suggestions how to manage everything? I am only designer from product to UI UX in a growing startup. Yeah, it's typically damn hard. There's more work in startup than the team hired can do. So one person it becomes a lot. Just pick your battles, hyper prioritize everything. Just be very specific about what you pick up and what you don't pick up, right? And that may help. And as you can see, we're doing the deets right now on the animation, and try to see how you can grow by hiring more, or growing the team, or if they're planning to get somebody senior to you, or you're planning to hire juniors and grow your team, because team is an important part of growth of startup and yourself as well. So maybe not right away, but eventually you want to focus on that, right? You want to bring in that focus. So a little bit focus on that can help. I definitely think those last improvements that we did were in the right direction. There's a lot more we can do but I have to keep looking at the painting and keep coming back to it. I don't like the fact that background is as much in focus as foreground is. That is another issue I have. I think the best leaf that comes so far to me is this leaf because it has dark, mid, and light tones all. That's what we lost here. I think I lost all the light tones here, and that's what happened here as well with this leaf as well. It just became a patch. And here we should have lost more detail and not kept that much I should have not kept that much definition. But those are my observations on this painting. You know, if you quickly wanna walk through, I can probably show you some other stuff that I've been trying out. For example, this is another attempt at making the blog illustrations for the you know engineering and design handoff blog post that I was trying to do. So how people can think conceptually similar but still have a lot of gaps which need to be resolved to build shared understanding. That is one. I need to do a series of them. The content for the blog post is ready. We wrote them on a series of live stream. If you haven't seen that, go check it out. This is something I did in Kodaikanal itself. I like this kind of I like that impressionist painting. That's not bad at all. Now that I look back at it after coming back home, this was an inspiration I took from there. The composition idea I got from somewhere else, but the fishes in the pond were creating this kind of color spectrum, and that is where this is inspired from as well. Like if you look at the colors, right, which was another part apart from the scale here. Apart from that, these are some Instagram stuff. This is some Instagram stuff. You saw this, um, which I just absolutely love it. You saw this. This was posted today. So if you haven't checked this out, check this out as well. This was fairly simple. I did this a bunch of times. First I deleted this all of this because I drew it on the wrong layer. Can we expect a live stream on productivity and time management? Can do that, Jay, but I'm not sure if I'm the right person to talk about it. I don't think I manage my time very well. But yeah, we can do that. We can try that. I can at least share what I know. Parna says Wooly Pronto watercolor brushes are good. Got them for Creative Market. She has a bunch of them. All right, I will check them out. Right now, I'm happy with these. So that was today's post. That was half an hour while I was sipping coffee. This is I was trying to do watercolors stone. So this is the level of watercolors what you can get if you have patience, right? Like, but yeah, you live, you learn. I think I needed more references instead of just one reference. I should not have relied on one reference for this painting. Coming back to this one, it's not bad. Should we try adding outlines? Will that make it better? You know what? Let's try that. Let's try that. Now that we are here, why not? Let's try that. Let's try adding some outlines and see if that makes it any better. Let's go to fine liner pen. Take the darkest thing we know without going black, and yeah, let's add some definition. Can probably reduce the size of the brush. I'm drawing on another layer, right? So I can switch it off. Yeah. Sometimes watercolor painting come out strikingly well after the outline emerges, you know. So we can try that. And if we don't like it, we just switch off the layer and go back. It does take the focus and the softness away from the painting, but that's different style, I guess. Alright, let's try here. Actually, the painting was just start to emerge. I should have worked on it a little more. But I don't know. Probably can. Probably should come back to it in next stream. Or probably I'll work on it off stream and post the final results on Insta. Unless I give up and start another painting, which is very highly likely for me to start another painting rather than complete, because there's always so many ideas to, you know, try out in painting. All right, does that look any better? What do you say, Chad? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Should outlines have been thicker? Not too happy with it either. Without, with, without, with, without. I like it without. I definitely like it without. Yeah, I definitely like it without. All right, that's that. I'm gonna post it on Discord. If you're not part of Discord, make sure you join. The link is in the description. Also, Telegram is also there. Hey, why isn't chat showing up here? That is super strange. I put chat here, and it's not showing up. Why isn't it showing up? Let's take a look. All right, that is that, and zoom in a little and crop it, and there you go. Chat is there. Ta-da! Now you see chat. But now there's time to for me to switch to the other one. The soft look was better. Yep, completely agree. So far, what do you folks think? Do you think the soft look was better, or the outline look is better? I'm gonna post this on Discord again. Like, if you haven't joined Discord, make sure you do join. And this was a lot of fun. This a midweek random stream. The schedule is almost ready for the rest of the week. I can tell you right now. Tomorrow we have nothing on. Friday we have PM series English class. We're gonna talk about the collaboration with developers and designers. Then we have portfolio review on Saturday. If you are not part of Discord or Telegram, the link to submit your portfolio and work is already shared there. Tomorrow I'm posting on Instagram. So make sure you follow me on Instagram if you haven't got it up already. Can we discuss about cognitive biases, mental models, and cognitive functions as well if possible? We can do a stream about that as well. In fact, I can invite. I really want to invite somebody who may be better authority on it. But if I'm not able to, I'm planning to do those streams myself. But I'm going to continue to create content about that on Instagram anyway, even if we don't have a live stream anytime soon. Not this week though. I'll have to plan that content about how we're gonna talk there. Meanwhile, Jay, check out Charlie Munger's talk on human biases. It's on YouTube. It's free. It's 1 hour long talk. He covers like I think 12 or 40, 12 human biases that are really important ones. So check that video out in the meanwhile. Um, but that's a great topic for us to do. So Friday 9 p.m. we have PM series English, where we're learning about product management. We're talking about collaboration in English. So Friday 9 p.m. Set it on your calendar if that helps. Saturday 9 p.m. Sorry, what am I saying? Yeah, Saturday 9 p.m. we have portfolio review, and Sunday we'll have something. We'll have something. Let's see. Probably on Sunday we can do cognitive biases. Probably on Sunday we do some. Should we do some random philosophical streams, folks, where we just talk about random topics? It's weird to talk about it alone, but one could try it, right? Why should not we try it? We try everything on stream, so we try that as well. So that's what we're gonna try soon. Let me know what you want to see on Sunday. Maybe some request from Discord folks. Maybe some requests on Telegram folks. So if you make sure you become part of Discord on Telegram to make sure you can add your request. And thank you so much for joining in. I'll good night, Shabak Khair, Shubratri, love you, marry me, etc., etc., etc. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you in the next one.